Good morning. Good morning. Bix Weir, roadrooter.com. With your morning horn of Z's, I am in a secret location because everybody's asleep in Vegas. Hope you guys can hear me all right. So much going on. I'm sorry I haven't checked in, but definitely watch the Cliff High interview um, highlights, really. The actual interview is an hour and a half long. That is posted on the private Road to Ruta and on Patreon. But you can check out the highlights of it go to the Road to Ruta YouTube channel and click on the Cliff High in Vegas. It was a great show. Thanks everybody who came. There were so many people there. It was crazy, like 300 people. And we had a blast. And the music was fun. The speeches were fun. The crying, loving, and laughing was fun. Thank everybody so much. It didn't feel like Vegas because it's a big group hug for all the crypto people, and the Litecoin Summit is going on now. I speak in a panel at 4 o'clock today. It's a huge panel, and we have a half an hour, so I'll just probably say, hi, I'm Bix, and that's it. But yeah, the speakers, I saw Ron Paul yesterday. I've seen him like 10 times. Awesome. The message is solid. The understanding of freedom and liberty and how it all goes together, and the freedom to create a currency is the power of liberty in the United States, and we love it. So any government that tries to jump in and block that is against their own rules of liberty and justice and freedom. So if Trump says, I don't like cryptos, that's fine. You don't have to, but don't you stop anybody else from liking cryptos and using cryptos to get out of your debt and death and horrible fiat system. And I know it's not necessarily Trump's. I think behind the scenes, one day he's going to say, yeah, everybody go get cryptos and have some fun. Have some fun with freedom. So great time. Again, if you want to see the whole Cliff Eye interview, go to the Private Road. If you're a Private Road member, it's right there. It's an hour and a half, or on Patreon. And also, by the way, I was on television yesterday with Drew and Brent of the Wild West Crypto Show, and had a discussion on Liquid Lunch. It was really cool. Let me show you a snippet here of us talking.
Show on the ground at the Cosmopolitan in Vegas. Drew Taylor is there with Bix Weir, and we got the Bitcoin Ben there also. I can't see you guys, but I hear you.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. John, how are you doing, my friend? Let me tell you something. It's an honor. I'd love for you guys to be here, but you're not, so we're bringing it to you live, buddy. How are you doing?
Things are good, and tell us what's happening with Bix and what's happening on the ground there.
Okay, you got it. So, folks, obviously, we're at the Litecoin Summit at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas, and it is Vegas, baby. And we have with us, really an icon in the space. We've got Mr. Bix Weir. You got to look him up. I mean, he's a big YouTuber. He's a musician. Bix, you're in the banking system. You were one of those guys for a number of years, right?
I was, and then I reformed myself after 2008. Absolutely, and I saw there's a better way out there with cryptos, which is great.
Absolutely. And Bix, one of the things that you did a presentation yesterday going all the way back to the Grand Canyon and gold reserves. We're being lied to, aren't we?
We're absolutely being lied to. There's so many secrets in banking with the Federal Reserve, how it got started, what they do behind the scenes. And hopefully we'll start breaking those secret doors open, and we'll go after them, because they can't keep lying to us. They can't keep messing with us. We got to take our money back.
Absolutely. Now, let me tell you something. We're at the Litecoin Summit. Litecoin is a cryptocurrency. For you folks out there across the country that are going, Bitcoin, Litecoin, all this stuff, it all sounds fraudulent. This is the future of money, don't you think?
It's absolutely the future money. If you think about 2008, when the bankers came begging for a bailout, we didn't have anything to go to. We didn't have cryptocurrencies back then. Today we do.
Yeah.
We see that the bankers have fallen again, and we're going to have something to go to, and it's really exciting to have cryptocurrencies. Litecoin is a great means of exchange.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think we're going to need that.
So Brent, you're a guy who came from the traditional financial space, and now you're in the crypto space, and you become a believer. Well, I mean, you heard Bix yesterday. What do you think of this?
Oh, you know what? You and I were talking about it. We're going to make a documentary with Bix. I mean, the great thing about just all the great information and experience that he's got his own music. So, I mean, he's taking Bitcoin to the streets and the strumming and the singing. It's going to be fantastic. But, around the world, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are propelling themselves forward much more than here in the U.S. because the banking industries, the securities industry, they're very fearful of what Bitcoin and what cryptocurrencies can do in the U.S.
Absolutely. Now, Bix, let me ask you. So having got into this space, and for a guy from the inside that decided to go and tell the truth, right? This is a borderless exchange, peer to peer between us. And what do you think it's going to take for there to become mass adoption? I mean, things like this, obviously, things like John's show, Newsmax, Liquid Lunch putting us on. But what else do we need to accelerate this?
Well, I think the biggest thing is going to be the next financial crisis. And in the way they're bailing out the banks every night now with the repo market, we're close. We're getting closer. And if you want mass adoption, give us a reason to go to crypto. And that reason will be the crashing of the banks, the criminality of the banks being exposed. And then all of a sudden, everybody's going to say, what else can we do? Voila, you got crypto.
And one of the things that the Litecoin Summit, because Litecoin is one of those coins, John, Litecoin is one of those coins that a lot of commerce happens through Litecoin. And you'll see a lot of people in here that are using Litecoin as their method of payments and so on and so forth. Mass adoption of that payment system and other payment systems where the general public sees how crypto can solve problems in their life, then all of a sudden you have that financial crisis, and now you've got the catalyst for real change.
Absolutely. John, I know we're going to have to wrap this thing up, but let me tell you something. We are your people on the ground where this is happening. We've got Ron Paul is going to be on with us. Tomorrow we have Charlie Lee, who's the founder of Litecoin. He's going to be on with us. We're going to be bringing you the biggest people in the space every single day live from the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas, baby.
Wow. Hey, Drew, thank you so much. Thank you.
So that was the interview. It was awesome. And those guys are so tall. And I'm this little short guy. They put a hat on me so I could reach them. If you guys want to see the whole interview, go to the Road to Ruta website. It's the very top one, Bix Weir on Liquid Lunch. You can check that out. And also check out the Liquid Lunch YouTube channel. And they're going to get their cable right now around the world. So it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm going to be doing a lot of work with the Wild West Crypto Show guys. They're starting up a blockchain media group. It's going to be big, and it's going to be big at just the right time to spread the message, which is awesome. And speaking of a nice message, I've been out of the loop on watching cryptos or silver or anything, even the Fed, and I woke up to this, green down the line, all green. I was like, yes, I love green days. I think we are absolutely at that turning point with the next run up. It could happen very fast, so hang on to your hats. But again, as always, if you're a hodler, you don't care if it goes up or down. You're in it for the long haul. And right now, you got to have your cryptos in your own possession. I'm hearing about a lot of scams coming out. Again, if someone says, hey, give us 10 Litecoin and we'll give you 20 Litecoin, that's a scam. We have to take care of our own financial sovereignty. We can't rely on regulators to help us out. We can't rely on the FDIC insurance to help out crypto people. It's time for you to take responsibility. Think every time you make any move with cryptocurrency. Never give anybody your private keys, ever. I don't care who they are. I don't care if it's me. If I say, oh yeah, give me all your private keys. No, do not give up your private keys to anybody. Because if it looks like a scam, it feels like a scam, it feels too good to be true, it is a scam. Don't do it. All right? I hope on the road to it, I've been screaming this for a long time. Don't do it. HODL your coins, keep them in your own possession. You'll be fine through the craziness of the transition, which we're getting into right now. If you listen to the Cliff High interview, it's going to be scary as shit. Absolutely, for the next few years. Scary as shit. And we might not survive. That's pretty scary. But he has hope, and he believes that we can, using the technology, using the AI. Artificial intelligence does not have to be used for bad. Don't listen to these people say AI is going to ruin Bitcoin. Bullshit. We're going to make AI-resistant wallets using AI to combat AI. There's a lot of FUD going on out there, and if you look at the source, it's people who don't like Bitcoin, invested in gold and silver, or invested in the old system. And Cliff talks about a static lifestyle and a dynamic lifestyle. If we stick to the static, if we stick to the past, if we stick to the fear side of this thing, we will die. we have to be dynamic. We have to move with what is required for us to evolve, and that is what's going on right now. So watch the Cliff interview. It's very important. And on that note, I have been completely out of what's going on with the Fed. They're still bailing out. But the big thing going on right now is the Fed is meeting today and tomorrow. And tomorrow they'll have an announcement about rates and blah, blah, blah. Will they lower? Will they raise? The key is, what are they going to announce as far as more bailouts, increasing the size of the bailouts, because it's not enough. And like I said, this is the time where it starts moving into exponential bailouts, and then people raise a flag and say, wait a minute, what's going on? So keep an eye out tomorrow. I'll try to keep you informed as far as what the Fed says, what it means, and stay on the road to Ruta. If you're not on the road to Ruta yet, go to roadtoruta.com. It's a free subscription on the left there. Put your name and email address, and I send out emails. Well, it used to be 2 or 3 times a day, but when I'm at a conference, everything goes out the window. I'll be sending out a lot of videos from the event, the Road to Ruta event that we had. It was so much fun. And we filmed it, we recorded it, and I'm going to put those together and send it out to people. So that's it for today's Horn of Z's. It's nice to do a Horn of Z's again, even though I'm in a secure location, so I don't wake everybody up. Hang in there, people, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Talk to you later.
Well, I grew up in the USA. I was taught that speech was free. Birmingham to Burning Man, you can speak any truth you see. Lately things have changed, they say I can't speak truth no more. And I'm just sitting here wondering who they are working for. See, they're gonna kick me off of YouTube. Unless I say 9/11's just another day. And they delete my friends on Facebook. Unless I pretend that socialism's A-okay. And they are gonna shadow ban my Twitter. Unless I tweet the chemtrails of Perrier. Finally they'll ban everything I've got to say as they kill free speech in the USA. They decide what's right, they decide what's wrong, they ban what won't conform. They sit in shadows, they run the gallows, say I must abide the norm. Without free speech we lose freedom, they cut off our free will. If I find truth that they don't like, they'll label me a shill. And then they're gonna kick me off of YouTube. Unless I say 9/11's just another day. And they delete my friends on Facebook. Unless I pretend that socialism's A-okay. And they are gonna shadow ban my Twitter. Unless I tweet the chemtrails of Perrier. Finally they'll ban everything I've got to say as they kill free speech in the USA. They're trying to kill free speech in the USA. Now wait a minute, it's not like me to give up on a fight. I'll expose their evil plans, bring their shadows into light. And I'll name names, I'll play their games, I've got them in my sight. They're trying to change the USA, I'll fight for what is right. So they can kick me off of YouTube. 9/11's all about building 7 and it ain't okay. And they can delete all my Facebook. But socialists fail every time in every single way. And they can shadow ban my Twitter, but I'm looking up at chemtrail skies each and every day. See, they have no right to ban anything I have to say, and I'll fight for free speech in the USA. I'm gonna fight for free speech in the USA. It's my right, free speech in the USA.